Hi there, it's March 18th and time for Proverbs 18. Our seventh time to let's jump over there and we'll turn this off and we will get into it. Verse 1. He who is estranged seeks pretexts to break out against all sound judgment. Okay, in the Brui Standard Version, that doesn't make much sense, does it? New American Standard. He who separates himself seeks his own desire. He quarrels against all sound wisdom. Right? Sometimes it's good to be alone, and sometimes you need to get out amongst people. Verse 2. A fool takes no pleasure in understanding, but only in expressing his opinion. Boy, that's a... And why not to argue with a protester? There you go, right there. They don't want the truth. Okay. 3. When wickedness comes, contempt comes also, and with dishonor comes disgrace. We're all hoping. 4. The words of a man's mouth are deep waters. The fountain of wisdom is a gushing stream. This gushing stream here, in other words, says a bubbling brook. Right. The words of a man's mouth are deep waters. Interesting. Verse 5. It's not good to be partial to a wicked man, or to deprive a righteous man of justice. Yeah, all this stuff is like going on in the world today, you know. 6. A fool's lips bring strife, and his mouth invites a flogging. Right? Yeah, fool, you shoot out your mouth, somebody's going to punch you. 7. A fool's mouth is his ruin, and his lips are a snare to himself. 8. The words of a gossip or whisperer are like delicious morsels. They go down into the inner parts of the body. A whisperer is a gossip. Okay? People love to hear gossip. Okay? They love to hear gossip. Horrible stuff. 9. He who is slack in his work is a brother to him who destroys. The lazy people. 10. The name of the Lord is a strong tower. The righteous man runs to it and is safe. It sounds like a song, doesn't it? The name of the Lord is a strong tower. I like that. 11. A rich man's wealth is his strong city, like a high wall protecting him. Yeah, people hide behind their money all the time. 12. Before destruction, a man's heart is haughty, but humility goes before honor. We're going to highlight that. Let's look up this word. Haughty. I know we've done it before, but arrogant, superior, and disdainful, right? Before destruction, a man's heart is arrogant, superior, and disdainful. But the important part here is humility goes before honor, right? If you want to be honored, always be humble and let somebody else speak highly of you, not yourself, because nobody wants to hear you speak highly of yourself. That's why whenever there's a guest speaker or somebody speaking at any function, somebody else always comes up forward and introduces him, talks about his accomplishments and the stuff he's done and the good things he's done. Somebody else does that because it's proper, I mean, there are some people that come up to the podium, hi there, I've done this and I've done this and this is what I've done. And, people like humble people. Humility goes before honor. Okay. Yeah. Well, there's a good one. If one gives answer before he hears, it is his foolishness and shame, his folly. You should always listen to the complete thing and think it out and then answer. Most people today, I hate to say it, most people, if you're talking, and even I'm guilty of it sometimes, talking with the wife or somebody gets halfway through a sentence and you blurt out something. Yeah, but and you're not supposed to do that. One day we'll do a study in James that tells you exactly how to speak, slow to speak, quick to listen. 14, a man's spirit will endure sickness, but a broken spirit who can bear? Right. Who can bear a broken spirit? 15, an intelligent mind acquires knowledge, and the ear of the wise seeks knowledge. You get that? We're going to highlight that just for kicks. An intelligent mind acquires knowledge. That's what we're doing. That's why we're doing this over and over again. Yeah. A man's gift makes room for him and brings him before great men. And this is actual gifts, okay? If you come bearing gifts, people usually get moved to the front. He's got a gift for you. Yeah, here's a good one. All about courts and stuff. Right? He who states his case first seems right until the other comes and examines him. Till the cross-examination, right? That's why in courts the accuser always goes first and the defendant always gets the last word. 18, the lot puts an end to disputes and decides between powerful contenders. Right? They flip coins to see which team goes first. They used to draw lots. 19, a brother helped is like a strong city, but quarreling is like the bars of a castle. A brother offended is harder to be won than a strong city. Wow, that's different, isn't it? And contentions are like the bars of a citadel. It says the meaning is uncertain there. So, a brother helped is like a strong city. A brother offended is harder to be won than a strong city. I'm not sure which one that is. Huh? I tend to trust the New American Standard because it's an exact word-for-word translation of the original manuscripts. So. But it does say that the Hebrew is unclear. So it could have been one of those little pieces that's missing, in the scrolls or something. 20. From the fruit of his mouth the man is satisfied. He is satisfied by the yield of his lips. With the fruit of a man's mouth, his stomach will be satisfied. He will be satisfied with the product of his lips. Okay? I know about that. 21. Death and life are in the power of the tongue, and those who love it will eat its fruits. Right? Watch what you say, or keep your mouth shut. Right? Death and life are in the power of the tongue. So that's a very strong statement. 22. He who finds a wife finds a good thing and obtains favor from the Lord. Right. That's always good, huh? 23. The poor use entreaties, or utters supplications, but the rich answer roughly. The rich answers roughly. Let's look that up. Entreaty, an earnest or humble request. The poor use earnest and humble requests, but the rich answer roughly. Yeah, I found that to be true. Rich people are full of themselves, huh? And 24. There are friends who pretend to be friends, but there is a friend who sticks closer than a brother. Right. Rich people have this problem. Friends who pretend to be friends. And in the exact translation is, a man of too many friends comes to ruin, or is broken in pieces. But there is a friend who sticks closer than a brother or a lover. right? If you want to find out who your friends are, get in trouble, fall, and see who sticks around and who leaves. You will be surprised. That's usually the quietest person that's always hanging out in a corner is the one that will be there when you are at your lowest point. Okay? Remember that. So, that's Proverbs 18. We highlighted some stuff in here. We'll go over that. The protesters right here. The fool takes no pleasure in understanding, but only in expressing his opinion. Right? A fool. Highlighted 5. It's not good to be partial to a wicked man or to deprive a righteous man of justice. Now there are. People are partial to wicked men because wicked men have lots of money, and they're partial to their money, okay? And they fear what the wicked man could do to them if they make them mad. That's not good. If you deprive a righteous man of justice, God will get revenge on you. Okay? He will. Okay, we highlighted this one word in here because whisperer means gossip. The words of a gossip are like delicious morsels, and they go down into the inner parts of the body. It's like a drug, okay? Gossip is like a drug. People live on it and thrive on it. Reality TV is no more than gossip, getting into somebody else's business. Not good. And it's a drug, and it's hard to overcome that love of gossip. Because it works its way down into the innermost parts of your body. And you gotta have more. It's like a drug, you're never satisfied. A good reassurance here in verse 10. The name of the Lord is a strong tower. The righteous man runs into it and is safe. Yes. You always run to the Lord. 12. Before destruction, a man's heart is haughty, but humility goes before honor. Right? Humility goes before honor. And we talked about that. Always be humble. One of the overriding themes of all of Proverbs is to be humble. 13. But arguing again. If one gives an answer before he hears, it is his folly or foolishness and shame. Use all of these in an argument series. If you put it all together, all these from the last 3 or 4 chapters, you get a pretty good complete package of how to have a debate with somebody. And we highlighted 15. An intelligent mind acquires knowledge, and the ear of the wise seeks knowledge, right? What are we doing here? We're seeking knowledge and acquiring knowledge. Right? That's why we read them over and over again. We highlighted 17. Courts, again, he who states his case first seems right until the other comes and examines him. Right. The first person, the prosecutor, will come up, because they have to speak first, and say, I will prove that this man on April the 3rd of 2005 went to my friend's house in Michigan, or went to my client's house in Michigan and killed his dog viciously with a machete. Okay? And people are going, ooh, seems right. Wow, why would he do that? Then the defendant speaks up, well, I will prove beyond a shadow of a doubt that during the time in question, and on April 3rd, 2005, my client was in Hawaii, and I have plane tickets and seats and pictures to prove it. Okay? The guy spoke first no longer seems right. That's why they let the descendants seek last. So, good stuff. We highlighted 21. Death and life are in the power of the tongue, and those who love it will eat its fruits. Get that? Death and life. You can say something that hurts somebody so bad that they'll never recover. Okay? And you could say something so good that people will be lifted up out of the mire that they're in. Do the latter. Okay? We highlighted 22. He who finds a wife finds a good thing and obtains favor from the Lord. All right? You want favor from the Lord? Find a good wife. All right? To find a good wife, you got to be a good husband. Okay? Just that simple. Okay, we highlighted 24. There are friends who pretend to be friends. You know, a man who pretends to be. But there is a friend who sticks closer than a brother, right? Find that one person. He's usually the quiet one, sitting in the corner. That's loyal. That's always there, through thick and thin. That's the kind of friend you want. So, there you go. That's Proverbs 18 for March 18th. And we will just keep doing this. I'm just going to keep doing this as long as I can. Okay, every month there's 31 Proverbs and there's 31 days in most months, so it'll just be a daily thing. I'm hoping to do it 24 times. I'm on time number 7. So, but I'm going to keep doing it until I can quote all of these verbatim in my head. Okay? And when wisdom and knowledge comes, fear of the Lord, then everything else will be taken care of. Okay? Everything. So, there you go. Have a good day. Have a good week. Don't work too hard. Say prayers. Remember, be humble. Don't speak out of turn. All right? Be kind. See you later.